Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is the Lady Designer, and today we are back with another speed build video of Prehistoric Kingdom. And in today's episode, I wanted to build a habitat for the Smilodon, which is also one of the mammals of Prehistoric Kingdom. And I do have to admit, my goodness, the Smilodon looks absolutely amazing. But you will see more of that at the cinematic shots of this video. Now for this episode, I wanted to try and build like a bit smaller than we did with like the mammoth habitat. Well, actually the mammoth habitat is like humongous compared to this one. And this Smilodon habitat is maybe a little bit too small for this Smilodon. But that was something I realized when I added the Smilodon at the end of this habitat build. But yeah, it's all right. We're just started playing this game again after more than a year, and we didn't have this Smilodon, so I actually did not know exactly how big it would be. So yeah, we are still trying to figure everything out, which is fine, I guess. But like for this video, I wanted to try and play a little bit more with like the rocks to see what else we could do with them. So for this habitat, I wanted to see if I could make some kind of cave viewing for a guest, but also to create like a cave for the Smilodon itself as some kind of shelter. So this is going to be like the main focus of this habitat build, and throughout this series I will try to do new things once we get to a new habitat. So every habitat I am going to try and figure out something new, I guess. That is the plan, at least. So what is really nice in this game, in case you were not aware yet, is that you can create things from building pieces where the guests can actually walk over. Now, it did not connect the path yet with like the entrance, so there are no guests walking around the zoo yet at all. But if there would be guests walking around here, they would be able to just use these floor pieces I am placing with like the wood. So they would be able to really use this as a viewing gallery without the need to have your path underneath these wooden platforms, that is. Hopefully this makes sense, but this is definitely something I find really a cool feature of this game. Now, other than that, like the path system is still pretty simple in this game. So having this option of like creating a path with the building stuff definitely comes in handy with, like, for example, making bridges. As if I remember correctly, you cannot make bridges with the path to itself in this game. At least not yet in early access. Like, I have no idea what the plans are for the path system in a later stage of the game, though. So time will tell. Unless there are people watching right now that know more about that already, because maybe Prehistoric Kingdom made some statements or like a forum post or anything like that about that, of like the future plans, then do let us know, of course, in the comments down below. So this is the first time we are actually using like the glass fences in this game. I do have to say I'm not really sure yet if I really like the type of reflection of the glass that much. Like, at least from a builder point of view, when looking at the end result, I feel like the reflection might be a little bit too much. So hopefully that is something that will change in the future as well. Also, talking about these glass fences, like you can obviously tell during the speed build that this is just a really nice straight glass fence. But a day later, when I went back into the file, the glass fence changed to a very, very wonky looking fence. And this is also what you will be seeing in the cinematic shots at the end of this video. So yeah, at first I thought, well, I think it's all right. Like, I'm not going to bother to place anything back. And I tried to replace it, but it didn't even work out. So it still became like a very wonky fence, which is probably to do with like the terraforming I did later on. But yeah, then I noticed that the Smilodon was able to escape, which I think is because of these now very wonky fences. So yeah, this habitat might not be working how it should work at this point, but I am sure these are things that will be changed in the future as well. I mean, this is in the end like still an early access version of the game, so a lot will definitely be changed and fixed in the future. But yeah, you will see a escaping Smilodon at the end of this video with the cinematic shots, because I just wanted to add that as well. But other than it's just walking around its boundaries. It's not like doing anything specifically. Like there are no animations yet for like escaping animals in this game. But alright, like building with the rocks in this game is definitely a lot of fun and pretty pleasing as it's pretty easy to do. So I do really like the shapes of the rocks a lot. Like they're pretty big and rough and stuff. But I am missing a little bit more simple shaped rocks as well. And also like the recolor option we had in the alpha stage is not there anymore. Like right now you can recolor everything with like this color wheel, which in my opinion very often doesn't really feel super realistic. But I do remember with like the alpha stage we played like a year ago, you could choose in between like biome rock colors, of which a lot of these colors I really did like for the variation of our habitats. But yeah, for some reason, it's not there yet. And I really do hope that they will bring that back. Or I am blind and I'm just missing that option. But yeah, I'm not really sure if we will be recoloring the rocks during this series or that we will just stick with this rock color, as this one just feels the most natural to me. But yeah, we shall wait and see, I guess. Like, it was still really fun to build, like, the cave and the shelter for this habitat, as well as, like, the rock formations around the habitat. And, of course, like, using the tree and the brush tool is definitely very, very satisfying. And it's just so easy to decorate your habitats with. Like, you can also place down, like, separate trees and bushes, but the downside at the moment, at this stage of the game, you can't, at least for what I've seen, you cannot, like, select trees and bushes per biome. So it's pretty hard to tell like what plants and what trees are from what biome, especially if you just started playing out this game. Now, obviously in this habitat, I also really wanted to add like this natural water, as I really do like the look of the water. And of course, I couldn't handle myself in adding another waterfall. It always just really makes your habitat really comes to life, and it's really easy to place down. So I do really like that. And at the end of the habitat build, I obviously use like a lot of the dead tree trunks and branches and stuff to really decorate the area a little bit more and make it all feel a little bit more natural and rough, I guess. So yeah, maybe a little bit too small Smilodon habitat, but I am very happy with how this one has turned out for the first Smilodon habitat that we are building. And just like I mentioned in the mammoth episode, I really, really hope they will be adding breeding soon in the game, as I really would love to see some little Smilodon cubs running around in a park. I'm guessing they are also called cubs. If not, do let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, do let me know, of course, what y'all think of this very first Smilodon habitat in this Prehistoric Kingdom Early Access series. Leave a like at the video if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And if you want to see more Prehistoric Kingdom videos, and of course Planet Zoo, what we play a lot on the channel, then definitely have you covered here on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I really do hope to see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys!